as always, coming to you pretty just real and raw, quite clearly. Have just got out of the ocean probably about an hour ago, and this is probably a 5, maybe 10 minute video on the power of our words. Recently, Tony Robbins released a podcast saying, "Watch your language." And it's a fantastic podcast and a conversation around how powerful our words and thoughts really are. Every single thought that we have is backed with ammo. And if we put attention and energy into those thoughts and words that don't necessarily serve us, such as a thought as "I'm not enough," or a thought of "when I look like this, I'll be happy," etc. And then we choose with our willpower to spend time, energy, and attention giving ammo to those thoughts, then we start to create what's called a story. Those of you that have read my book, Watch Your Language, know that I talk about a story that I created for nearly 3 decades by taking on board somebody else's words and making them my story for nearly 30 years. I didn't have to do that. It was with my willpower, however, that I hung on to that, and I gave energy and attention to those thoughts of not feeling enough or worthy or believing into that old story that started when I was 6 years old. And the thing is, none of this is our fault. So I'm not here to say, hey, whatever position you've landed yourself into right now is on us. We do it unconsciously. We don't recognize that we're doing it. And this is the practice of becoming aware. This is why we do the work. This is why every day, my air conditioner's just tapped out again. This is why every single day it's really, really important to become the observer and the witness of the thoughts that you are choosing to give power to with your willpower. Michael Singer says, "You are the only one creating the mess in your head," myself included. And that's all of us. It is only with our choice that we choose to give power to the thoughts that we think. So, when we become aware, and I share this in my book through the Be Here method, observing what your body is doing when you're triggered in your environment, you're going to understand that we do have moments every single second to readjust our thoughts and our words to something that feels a little bit better and is a higher vibrational frequency. If I catch myself having a thought of, "Oh, I'll never get there and I'll be better when," if I can catch that by observing that my body closes when I have that thought, right? I start to feel a bit sluggish. I can notice my energy change, and that is by observing my body. I can then take a breath in and a breath out, and I can understand that I've just chosen to think that thought, and that means that I have the power in that moment to then choose again. Every single moment we have is a moment of awareness, if we're present, to then be able to choose a better feeling thought. Whatever it is that we practice is what will grow. So remember, we have a choice to either water the weeds, the ones that pull us down and strangle us, or we have a choice to water the plants that we wish to see grow. Like anything, it is everything that we put our attention and energy into that we are bringing back. So today, potentially, as you move through your day, I want you to become the observer and the witness of the words and the dialogue that you are speaking to yourself. And ask yourself the question, would I say that to someone I love, or a small child, or my family, or my animal? And I guarantee you, when you reflect on it that way, you'd be like, hell no, I would never talk like that to someone I love. So you, being the person that you love, it is so important to start to be aware of the thoughts that we are choosing to think in our mind and the words that we are choosing to say to ourselves, because whatever it is that is taking up space in your day-to-day practice is what it is that will grow stronger. So use your body as your teacher. It's the first thing I speak about in my book, What's Your Language? Observe your body by constantly becoming aware if it's open or closed. If your body is closed, it's potential that you are having low vibrational thoughts here. Your nervous system has gone from safe to unsafe, and therefore you will be on autopilot and you will be potentially reactive, going back to the same familiar dialogue and old limiting beliefs that has kept us stuck there in the past. Openness, change, and rewiring of the brain can only come from a body that is open, which is a nervous system that is regulated. If you want to know a little bit more about how to regulate your nervous system back to a safe space so that we can then catch our thoughts and change our dialogue, then my next nervous system workshop is on the 24th of February. It is a technology, social media, and our nervous system workshop, and is in Newcastle for this one. So feel free to jump on over to my Instagram page, which is it's just changed. It's I am Meg Linton, and you can book in there. Of course, as many of you know, I do private coaching one-on-ones to help understand what happens in our body when we shift from safe to unsafe, and how that not only affects our physical structure and our posture and our digestion, but it also affects the way that we talk to ourselves and how we move through our behaviors, our actions, and our thoughts. I hope this has helped. Let me know in the comments if this did resonate, and if there is anything that you can do today. Just pay attention to this vehicle. Your body is talking to you all the time. It is a phenomenal weapon that you and I have to consistently observe, right, what we are cueing in every single moment as to what it is that we want to see grow. Have an amazing afternoon, everyone. Remember, as always, to watch your language.